and welcome to another repaint. So, pre-log. Okay, that makes no sense because I was planning originally on drawing something else, so that'll go soon. But this is an alien. You'll see. That's a terrible drawing. This is the actual drawing. I was doing an alien, so I was inspired by this alien image on Pinterest, and I kind of reimagined that into kind of just the moon and like broke it down into that and into this like more alien-y alien, very classic alien shape. And basically what the doll is the human transformation of this celestial being, and you know, trying to fit in with the humans, looking cute AF, a pastel rainbow. And I've started rerouting her like before Christmas, so for about 3 months I've been working on this doll, but very casually. So sorry I don't have any video of the reroute, but I've got the entire, or actually I don't have any of the outfit making. It's just the face up that I've got and the hair doing, the doing of the hair. Though I did change it, she doesn't have a short bob because I rerouted her with long hair, and I was just like, oh, that took so long. I'm not gonna just like cut it all away. I'm just like selfish. But yeah, it was fun. So if you've watched a few of these, you know that I like Delightful. She's like my idol in this, though we're very different obviously. And I finally got Mungio pastels. I got them for Christmas from my sister. They were £60 or something, so whoo. And by Christmas I mean Chris' birthday, because my birthday's in December. So I think this is 1 layer of MSG, or 2 layers of MSG, then 1 layer of pastels before I kind of go in with the face up. And by the way, I hugely apologise for the fact that she's just completely out of shot. I actually had to delete basically, well not delete, almost an entire layer, because I was just out of shot. I've been getting really lazy, so the next one I promise I'll be better. You'll be able to see the things, though admittedly I do think I have been getting better at cutting things down, getting rid of unnecessary nonsense. So I was really focusing on, she's got a little pink nose, little pink cheeks, she's very healthy looking. I just thought it was cute. Doesn't have any meaning really. And she's kind of got, it's the first time I've really done kind of makeup on a doll. And now we can get into the face. So as you can see, she already has kind of eye makeup, but that's kind of, it kind of blends in. This pink kind of very slightly deeper pink, maybe with a touch of blue in it, slightly purple, just slightly into the purple realm, is the main colour for this look. And by that I mean her eyes, because that's basically all of her. Other than her forehead decoration, or whatever. I don't know what it is. It could be a jewel, it could be a birthmark, who knows. It's an alien. And I worked really hard to kind of translate the drawn image into the third dimension. So I kind of curved the eye down further, and really worked hard on getting the kind of tear duct, in that I've seen it in a few kind of webtoon styles that I really like, where there's a bit on the corner for the outer corner has a bit of tear duct, and then the inner corner has a bit of tear duct, but that's mostly just the little blobby inny bit. Tell me if words if that makes any sense. And I think it worked really well. I might continue using this style, but this is the first layer, and I spent so long on the eye shape because I've been getting so frustrated that my eyes are just slightly different. I did find it incredibly easy, like surprisingly incredibly easy, to draw these circular shapes. Just like they're like perfect circles compared to what I can do in real life. But of course this is real life. What am I talking about? What I can do easily on paper. So it's got quite a bulbous eye, I guess. And looking at the end result, I think I maybe should have drawn the pupils slightly off center, kind of towards the center, and that maybe that would have helped with the final look. So obviously, or not, maybe not obviously, the symbol on her head is not going to be white, because she has quite a light pink skin. It wouldn't work that well, wouldn't be that cool. But putting a white underneath kind of helps me set up a shape, which I can then go over with colour, and then you can just kind of put more. It's easier to put pigment on white because white is white, and yeah, it's kind of, you don't have to compete with the original colour, especially since I want to put pinks on it. Also, I was kind of planning on having like quite a pink lip, but she kind of had residue of purple I didn't get out properly, so I kind of ended up giving her quite a bitten look, if I think that's the correct terminology. So it's kind of really dark in the centre, and then outwardly it gets lighter, so it's kind of not a very defined lip shape. And quite a lot of the aspects of dolls I kind of end up doing on the fly. So the bitten lip, that was completely done on the fly. But when I was doing the original digital art that you saw in the beginning, that's what came with the idea of the diamond eye pupil, and the split eye colour, which usually means like you've got one eye one colour and one eye the other colour, but nope, it's split in each eye with the blue and the pink, which I think it's kind of fun to not be completely restricted by a plan and be able to come up with stuff that makes sense in the moment. Another layer of MSG, and now we can go onto fifth layer, and put the colour onto the moon. And I mean, of course I do it so you can't see it off the screen because I'm a genius. But it's kind of ended up with a 2-tone gradient that turned into a 3-tone gradient because, be extra. And I think the outfit's very purple, so I realised that hadn't really added any purple to any kind of the rest of the face, because I was going to do purple for the eyeliner, as you can see by the original image, but I just ended up using this pink one, and it just, it was perfect, so I had to bring it in. So it goes from a very bluey purple, kind of classic purple colour, to quite a very bright pink, kind of fuchsia, and then into kind of a light, softer pink. And I just finished off that layer with just going over everything I'd just done, and the next layer, layer 6, I tried to add some colour to the pupils. Now, this didn't work. This had worked in the past. I think there might be something to do with the brush, but I did try another brush, as you'll see eventually, maybe. But it just was not setting down. I really kind of wanted to do what I did on the My Little Pony repaint, because I quite liked the very pastel gradient on that. However, it was just not working. Like, first I ended up it's just a wet pencil at this point. You might as well have just I have to admit, I can't be bothered to get water out most of the time, so I just lick my pencil. Which, feel free to tell me that that's bad. I know it is, but I just can't be bothered. And it kind of helps get more pigment out at a time, so it's kind of, and I also think because of the water it gets a bit darker, perhaps, I'm not sure. That's what I've observed. Not sure if it's supposed to. But at this point I kind of hadn't really achieved the colours that I wanted, because I mean, I love pastels, but I've been having problems with the amount of contrast and all of that in a doll, and I feel like going pastel is kind of keeping it comfortable, not working on what I'm trying to improve. So I used a very light pink, very light blue, but with the second layer it's kind of more vibrant, and I worked a lot on just kind of overlaying, for example, making sure the shape of the diamond was correct. I kind of had to overdo that, do it over, as in put more pink over it, more blue over it, kind of get the perfect shape in the perfect place. And obviously it was imperfect in the end, but I tried, I promise. More MSG, and look how much more vibrant that eye is. Ooh, that blue. That is a turquoise, so it's actually got two blues and two pinks in each side. So the top is kind of the brighter colour, so the left side, the pink side, has a fuchsia at the top there, and kind of the lighter pink at the bottom, and then there's a more turquoise blue at the top of the blue side, and the more baby blue at the bottom. And I just spent a lot of time kind of dealing it out, making sure I got the right amount of contrast, shadows, brightness, and had a good time. I have to admit, the one thing I did not really have a good time with is coming up in a second, white. See, okay, I think I actually, looking at the screen, I got a reasonably opaque white, kind of, in the end, but, oh dude, it took ages, and I watered down this acrylic way too much, so I just kind of had a milky white after it had dried, so make sure to get the right ratio. And now we're into hair. So out of the burrito of hair, this is the glorious reroute that took, I don't know, it probably took me about 12 hours to complete. Maybe, I'm not sure, definitely more than 6. Definitely more than 8. Could be 14, I'm not sure. So she's kind of got one side of her hair that has more colour, a different colour, kind of more pink, and she has a streak of pink on one side and then a streak of purple in her pink side. Sorry, Facebook Messenger, stop talking. But these two corners are being made into the fringe, so I had to get them out of the way because they are going to be cut to a different length. So eventually I'm just going to bundle them up and get going. There you go. There you go. That took you way too long to work out which direction you're going, why you're going it, because I ended up having to boil wash it anyway to get the perfect little roller shape. and by that I mean I didn't get the perfect roller shape on both sides. Frustrating. I put too much hair in one side, so it ended up a bit lopsided, but you know, you live and you learn, which is definitely true of this. And then we just get our snippety snip scissors out and get going making a shape. I think this probably would have been easier if I stuck to the bob that I wanted to do, but you know, once again, you live and you learn. Maybe I'll cut, maybe if people care, I'll just cut it down again, and then I can post it on well, not Facebook, I don't even really use Facebook apart from Facebook Messenger, but on Instagram if you want to see that, because admittedly during December I did post me rerouting this, showing my poor wounded fingers, so yeah, look me up, trees aren't green. Other than that, I would say, you know, just I've just kind of made a curved shape, and then I kind of feathered it, you know, doing those upward snippy motions, which you will soon see. Yeah, there you go, the upward snippy, so it's not a straight line. I think I was just startled by it changing. So yeah, I used my dotting tool as a roller to create, and that's the left side is the successful curl. I might recurl it again at a later date if I can be bothered. And yeah, I put just a bit too much in that, so it wasn't a tight enough curl, but I got it into a good enough shape, you'll see soon. So yeah, the outfit is kind of what I imagine an alien trying to fit in would look like. So it's got an inner dress and an outer dress, and it was inspired by a hanbok. So once again, delightful inspiration. Though admittedly it was inspired by my housemate. So it's kind of got the crossover in a very, very different form. And I hope you understand these instructions, because it's the type I give out at SewSock. So yeah, this is done. You can see the outfit. Hopefully I'm going to zoom in. I found these little pink shoes from my Monster High box, and you can see it's kind of got both shoulders, off the shoulder, kind of very cash, and I just used a ribbon to kind of tie it at the waist and bring in the blue of her eyes. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you can apply it yourself, and thank you. Come again, guys. Oh wait, it is a buffalo. Yeah. I can see its horns now. It looked like a rhino. I could only see one horn.
Oh, yeah.
It's just eaten.